Hi everyone, my name is Najam and today I'm going to show you how to build an interactive Tableau dashboard within 30 minutes or in a less time. So I'll be replicating the same dashboard like you are watching over here on the screen. So uh, without any further delay, let's get started to replicate the dashboard like this inside Tableau. So about the Tableau variant that I'm choosing over here is the Tableau 2020.4.1. So you can if you don't have installed Tableau desktop on your laptop or computer, you can download. I'll be providing you the link in the description of the video. So to replicate this same dashboard, I have downloaded a file called Global Superstore, and I'll be providing you the link of that file as well in the description of the video. So just to replicate this dashboard, so let me click on the new file inside the Tableau so that we can replicate the same dashboard, right? So here is the new workbook open, right? And here you can see you can connect to the data source. So let me go to the connection tab over here. So I'll be connecting with the Excel uh, file. Here you can see where I will be providing you the link of this file where you can download from the internet, right? So just click on it to attach this file, and here you see there are two tabs in that Excel file. So I'll be dragging the first tab to the data canvas, right? So here the data is loaded into the Tableau dashboard. So let's go to the first sheet. So I'll be renaming this sheet to profit and sales by year, by week, sorry, per month. So just to do that, what I'll do is you can see lots of fields over here. So in the first sheet on this dashboard, you can see we are showing a monthly profits and sales, right? So I'll be dragging the field called order date over here, so you can search from this panel as well. So I'll drag this to columns. So and this will take a little time, and so here you can see by default the grouping of this dimension is year, so you can change it from here to month, right? And after that, what you can do is you can just drag your sales in onto the row shelf, right? And by default sum of sales is line, so you can convert it to bar. And then on the second measure, like you were seeing over here as line, what you can do is you can drag the profit onto this shelf, right? And these basically become two independent cards in the Tableau by default. But what you need to do is you can right click over the profit measure, and you can just select from the just click on the dual axis, right? So it will be converted to dual axis, right? And from the first cell you can see this is the measure type is bar, and the second it's also bar, but we should select it to line, right? And so in this way, let me do some formatting as well, like we had over here, and we had different colors over here. So I'll be just formatting to similar to this like we had previously. So let's go back to our sheet and uh, click on the format option, and then you can click on workbook. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select the font of tab sheet ms, right? And here the title you can do is center line, and the font size I'm selecting is 11, and I'm going to make it bold, and the color I'm selecting is the first one, the black. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it entire view, and I'm getting rid of field labels from here, and then I'm going to what I'm going to do is I'm going to format some I want to get rid of these lines over here, which are axis lines basically. So I'm going to exclude all the lines from the sheet actually. So there are some grid lines in the rows and nothing in the columns, so that's it. So you need to get rid of all this, right? And after in here you can get rid of row divider, etc., and column divider from here as well. And then I'll be showing how we can make it we can withdraw the border around this sheet, and we can get rid of these headers as well, right? And the color codes that I'm using for this is I'll be attaching those color codes in the description as well, and that you can change accordingly. So I have added those colors to custom colors over here as well, so I will be selecting from here, right? So, and for profit I'll be changing it to this. So just apply, and here you see, and I'll be just making the size a bit smaller so that it looks good. So for sale I think we have changed the colors. For sales actually we have selected the different color, and for this I'll be selecting this. Okay. So there you go. So here we are done with the first sheet, right? And if we go back to our original dashboard, here we are showing the yearly profit and sale, the same sheet, but the dimension has changed slightly. So let's go back to our development sheet, and okay, so I have just reverted the color schemes which was set previously, so that looks good to me. Okay, so now instead of month, what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate the same sheet, and instead of month I'm going to rename this to year. So I have dragged the sheet title onto for sheet title of sheet name. By the sheet name it's actually being indicated as sheet name, so and that is reflected over here. So instead of month I'm going to change it to year. So here you can see the year wise visualization of sales and profit. So before we go to build dashboard, so let me make this little smaller, maybe this one, yeah, that looks better. So after that let's go back to our original dashboard and see what we had in the second sheet over here, which we have monthly sales by category. So we have actually if we go into the details of this sheet, we have category on colors, and we have sum of sales on rows, and the month on the column. So go back here. So let me duplicate this sheet and bring it to the end, and just name it to what we had in the previous. So oh, okay, so we had monthly sales by category. So I'll name it to monthly sales by category. Okay, so we have the same dimension onto the columns, but what we need to do is get rid of profit from here and sum of sales on the row. But instead of these colors, I'm going to drag the category onto the color. So from here we had color for technology, which is this one, and for office supplies we had this color, and for furniture we had this color. So all set. So this is the color, the same color that we had on the other dashboard. So I'm going to replicate the same sheet for the yearly profit by categories. Sorry, sales for category. So instead of monthly, I'm going to change it to yearly, and from here I'm going to change it to year. So that's it. We are done with the first 4 sheets, and now what we need to do is we need to go back to our original dashboard, and here what we are showing is sales profit ratio for each category. So if you go into the details of this sheet, we have the same dimensions over the column, and we are just dividing the sum of sales by sum of profit by sum of sales. So sorry for that. So what we are going to do is going to replicate this sheet, and I would call it sales profit ratio for category. So I'm going to call it sales profit ratio for by category. Okay, so here you can divide sum of sales by sum of profit, sum of profit by sum of sales, and instead of that, what we had over here is we were actually taking that ratio by month instead of this category. So I will just get rid of this, and I'll be selecting this color, which is red over here for this, and I'll bring on the end, and then I'll be duplicating the same sheet for year. So, and this title should be month instead of category. Sorry about that. So just we are showing this yearly, so I'll change this to year. So we are done with all the sheets that we required in this dashboard. So now what we'll do is as we are done with all the sheets, so I'll be compiling all these sheets into a single dashboard that we had. So to build that dashboard, we need to click on this second option in out of these 3 icons. So I'll click on the new dashboard, and I'll call it sales dashboard. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the width to 1400 and going to change the height to 1000 pixels. You can change from here as well. Alright, so and on to this dashboard, I'll be dragging a vertical over here, right? And in that vertical I'll be dragging the first horizontal in that vertical. So and I'll be changing this horizontal uh, height to 60, right? Like we had in the dashboard that we saw previously. And I'll just drag a text to this, right? And I'll be calling as sales and profit dashboard. And I'm going to make it center and going to keep it 16 and making it bold, and the color of this will be black. And what I'm going to do is just click on this text, and from this layout tab I'm going to give it background of this one, right? Like we had here, right? And here you can see the height of this container is 50 instead of 60. So I'll be making it little bit smaller, and I'll select the container horizontal and I'll adjust this to 50 instead of 60. So there you go. And right after that I'll be dragging a horizontal and I'll be giving the height of 350, right? We can see by the way the height from here as well by selecting container, and we were having a height of 275 instead of 300. So I'll give height to 275. So let's change it, and from here I'll be dragging my first sheet into this horizontal, right? And here you can see we are pretty much close that to replicate what we had. I'll just get rid of those legends from the top, and from here I will fix the width of this sheet to 1000 maybe, and I'll drag the second sheet on the end of this container, and again I will get rid of this. And after that what I'll do is I'll click on this sheet and I'll go to layout, and I'll click on the borders, and I will give it to border of this color. Oh no, sorry, I will give a border like this. So here we have borders. So then I'll click on the second sheet and I'll give the same border to this sheet as well. So if we go back to our original dashboard, we are pretty much close. What we need to do is we need to insert these four sheets which are left. So let's go back to our newly developed dashboard. So what I'll do is I will go to the dashboard option tab, and I will drag another horizontal right after the horizontal that we dragged previously. So I'll again give it a width of 275 over here, and I will drag this third sheet over here, right? And I'll get rid of this legend from here, and I'll again click on this option to edit its width to 1000. Instead I shouldn't edit the width, but I should add it after dragging the second sheet as well, so that you you guys are pretty much clear that what to do. So you can see here the width of this sheet is little bigger, which should be 1000. So let me change it and make it to 1000. So here you go. Now it's pretty much similar to the above two sheets. So again, I would click on each individual sheet, go to layout tab, and I will give it a border of this color, and I will click on the second sheet, click on border, and I will again give a border of this color. So we are done with the first four sheets, and then what I need to do is I need to drag a horizontal again onto the canvas, and I'll give a height of 275, and then I'll drag the fifth sheet over here, and again the last one, so, and again I will change the width of this sheet to 1000, so that we are intact with the above sheets. And then again I'll click on this sheet to give it a border, click on layout, and then click on border, and I'll give a border of this color to this sheet, and then again I'll give a border to this sheet as well. But this looks, yeah, this looks little bit lighter, but I think this is good enough. So that's all, and on last what I'll do is instead of all these open sheet, what I'll do is just right click on this dashboard tab and click on hide all sheets, and there you go, all the sheets are hidden now. And if you go back to the previous workbook, we are almost pretty much similar in the new dashboard as well, like we had here. So what I'll do is I'll just save this workbook as save and profit dashboard v2. This should be saved right after you start working, because it's not a good approach to save your file at the end. But that's it. We are done with the dashboard like we intended to replicate. So on last, I would say, guys, I'm ready to make as many series of data analysis with Tableau and some other stuff. So I'll wait for your feedback on this video. You can give feedback in the comment section, and you can please subscribe to my channel, and you can click on bell icon so that you receive a notification of every new video. I request you all, because it will be really helpful for my channel, and it will encourage me a lot to make amazing videos like this in future as well. Okay, take care. I'm going to stop this video. Bye bye. Thank you so much.